evening, everyone. Welcome to today's class. This is the first class for the month of September. Thank you for taking time to join tonight's class. Sorry about this afternoon, but we all know what happened, right? Today we'll be continuing with vocabulary. And so you can head up quickly in your books, head up vocabulary. Yesterday we looked at equivalent sentences, and I sent you some sentences in the group to complete. And I also sent you an additional activity today on synonyms. What we will do on Thursday, I'll let you know the time on Thursday. Most likely it will be in the evening. We'll just do like maybe a half hour, and we'll just mark. We'll use that half hour to mark out whatever work I will have given you from yesterday and whatever more I'm going to give you tonight. So we'll have a little session where we'll just mark and continue again next week. Today we'll be looking at construction shift. I told you about that yesterday. Now this is another topic that we would be doing in the multiple choice section, and this is also another topic that would help you in terms of your building your vocabulary, helping you with your speaking and also your writing skills. Now, when we think about construction shift in terms of sentences, what comes to your mind? Or what do you think about? Selena Lekram, what is construction shift? What do you think, or what is your understanding of construction shift?
Miss, I don't know.
All right, that's okay. That's fine.
Yes, miss.
Shaniqua Boys, what is construction shift? Okay, I'm not hearing from Shaniqua. Shaniqua don't want to answer me. Vishawn Lachman, what do you think is construction shift? Remember, it's okay not to know. That's okay.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? You don't want to try? Is there anybody who want to take a try?
Is intended for one purpose or used for another?
Pardon me?
Mrs. Construction shift is when words or phrases are intended for one purpose but are used for another.
All right, good try. Thank you. So he's saying construction shift is when a word is intended for one use, but it's used for another. Okay, not the answer I'm looking for, but not bad, not a bad try. Let's see. We have quite a few persons here. Nicole Boyce, what do you think is construction shift?
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh. Construction ship. Construction ship is constructing a sentence if it is grammatically error.
Okay, very good. Good try. Thank you. So she's saying construction shift is constructing a sentence. So the constructing part there is correct if it has an error. So, very good try. Samira Juman, what do you think is construction shift?
Guys, I'm not sure.
You're not sure? All right, that's okay. Ashiana, what do you think is construction shift?
Evening, Miss.
Good evening.
Construction shift is using a set of words or phrase, reconstructing the sentence to serve a different purpose, though it has the same meaning.
Very good. Thank you. I think construction shift is where you are reconstructing a sentence using different phrases, maybe to serve a different purpose, but without changing its original meaning. Or just give me 2 minutes. I see a few persons are still joining us. All right, so we'll go to a definition now. Good. So we have here construction shift. And what is construction shift? So as we all know, when we hear the term construct, we think about building, about making, about putting things together, right? So the term construction means to build, create, or to recreate. Now let's look at this word for a little. To recreate. When we think about recreating something, it's taking something as it is and making it better or doing some amount of modification to it, right? So that is to recreate. Now we would have looked at the term construction here. So I'll go that again. The term construction means to build, create, or to recreate. On the other hand, let's look at the word shift. So we're looking at the two terms separately, and then we're going to put it together so you can understand what is construction shift. Now to shift, on the other hand, the word shift can mean to move or a slight change in the position of something. So if you're sitting, sometimes say, can you shift that book down? So it means to move something or to make a slight change. Now if we're to put that together, to construct means to build or to create. So we're doing construction shift. So we're creating, in terms of sentences, we're constructing, as Nicole said, to construct a sentence, but we're going to have a slight change in the sentence, right? As Ashiana said, we're using phrases or words to recreate or rewrite the sentence. So you can just take a few minutes and copy this, and then I'll give you the whole definition together. Good. So we have here. So in short, in construction shift, you recreate the sentence or shift phrases in the sentence based on the instruction given by the question.
Excuse me, miss. Zachariah new to here, so please explain regarding this.
As I put up the information, Zachariah, you will copy. So you have to copy this. As I explained, if it's too fast for you to write, if you want to take a picture of it, that's okay. I will still send the information in the WhatsApp group for you to copy. So don't copy, just focus on the explanation for now. Please mute your microphones because noise is coming into the class. Good, so we're looking at what the entire thing is now. So in construction shift, you're given an original sentence and you're given instructions that goes with the question or the sentence. Now, in short, you are asked to recreate or rewrite the sentence or shift some phrases in the sentence based on the instruction given by the question. However, you should not change the overall meaning of the sentence. So I'll explain this better with an example. So you have here, just forget this part. So you're rewriting the sentences using the instruction given. Now we look at an example. We have here, being a female jockey, she was often interviewed. This is our original sentence. Now, just as we did yesterday, we need to understand what is the original sentence telling us. What does it mean when they say being a female jockey? She was often interviewed. Why was she interviewed often? Because she was a female jockey, right? So you need to first decode and understand the original sentence before you are able to reconstruct the sentence. Now, if you think about it, when you look at equivalent sentences and in the case with construction shift, these are all things that helps to build your writing. It helps to build your speaking, and it also helps you in your comprehension. Now, this is the instruction. They're asking you to rewrite the sentence, but you're going to begin it with, she was often interviewed. So this is what you're beginning the sentence with. She was often interviewed. So you're rewriting the same sentence. You're maintaining the same meaning, but you're just reconstructing the sentence. It's like you having a house. You have a standard 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom house, but you decide you want to reconstruct the house. You just want it to look differently, but you still want it to be a house, a 1-bedroom house. So it's the same thing. We want to maintain the meaning of the sentence, but we just want to change up it a little bit. So how is it that they will give you options here now. So what you need to do, always on a scrap paper, write the new sentence. If this comes in a test, always write the new sentence. For those of you who know me, you will have to write the reconstructed sentence in your book when we're doing this. Some of you in fourth form would think 4C students know this very well. The miss is giving us too much work. But when I do that, I'm doing that to ensure that you understand the original sentence and you understand clearly how to rewrite the new sentence that they're asking you for. So if they're saying she was often interviewed, why was she often interviewed? Because she was a female jockey. And so let's look at what we have here. We look at our options. We'll go through all the options. She was often interviewed. A has on account of she. That doesn't sound right. She was often interviewed on account of she being a female jockey. That doesn't sound grammatically correct, right? Then we have here, she was often interviewed by her being a female jockey. The by here kind of make it sound like she's being interviewed by herself, right? That's okay if you didn't get to copy the notes. I'll send the notes to you in the WhatsApp group. And then we'll go with C now. She was often interviewed because she was a female jockey. That one can work. And let's look at D. She was often interviewed being as she was a female jockey. So which do you think sounds more or sounds grammatically correct? Which option do you think sounds better? Ariel, which one do you think, love? Which option here, A, B, C, or D, which would sound better with the new sentence?
C.
C, very good. Good, I'm seeing all the answers here. Very good. C, very good. All right, so those who said B, let's clarify B quickly. B says she was often interviewed by her being a female jockey. Remember the word by? When we looked at sentences, equivalent sentences yesterday, remember we talked about identifying that key term? In this sentence here, our key term to helping us understand is being a female jockey, or because she was a female jockey, she was often interviewed, right? That's how we interpret the word here, being. So that is our key term. Apart from it being our key term, remember your new sentence must sound grammatically correct. And so when you put that new sentence, the reconstructed sentence with some of the options, as soon as you start reading that out loud, it doesn't sound right. And that's why I'm telling you, when you're doing reconstruction of the sentence, always just scribble it on a paper so you know which option is correct. And you can also do it in your mind too. So she was often interviewed because she was a female jockey, right? Let's look at A. She was often interviewed on account of she was a female jockey. So like in the option A, as soon as you read this, you know it's incorrect, right? So I'll just give you the reconstructed sentence here, and then we look at another example. Please don't rush yourself. Construction shift takes a little time for you to get used to it. So that's our option. Our option is C. But so we have another example here. In her songs, Annie DiFranco makes melody and lyrics intricately intertwined. In her songs, Annie DiFranco makes melody and lyrics intricately intertwined. So just take a minute to ponder on this. So let's decode this sentence. What is this sentence telling us? What is it that Annie DiFranco does with melody and lyrics in her songs? That's what we need to understand, and we need to also identify our key terms, right? Good, so let's go. Intricately and intertwined would be your, mostly intertwined would be your key terms, right? So in her songs, Annie DiFranco makes melody and lyrics. So in her singing or in her songs, she combines or she brings together melody and lyrics. So intertwine means to bring together, and intricately, right? So the instruction is saying to rewrite with beginning the sentence with melody and lyrics. So we're not starting with in her songs. We're starting the sentence with melody and lyrics. So we need to ask ourselves, what does she do with the melody and lyrics? So what will your new sentence have? Melody and lyrics, Annie DiFranco has. Melody and lyrics make Annie DiFranco's songs intricately intertwined. Is it the melody and lyrics that makes the song intertwined? Remember the saying, in her songs, she does something with it, right? Melody and lyrics in Annie DiFranco's songs are intricately intertwined. That's C. And then we have melody and lyrics. Does Annie DiFranco intricately intertwine? Which do you think would be the better option here? I went through all of them. We know B and D. A and D is definitely out. So it's very good. It's C. As soon as you read that, you know it's C, right? Melody and lyrics in Annie DiFranco's, we're talking about her songs, are intricately intertwined, or they're nicely or smoothly put together, right? Very good to everybody who got that correct. In the meantime, is there anybody who doesn't understand this as yet? Okay, yes, definitely, yes. All right, so we'll stop for here this evening, and I'm going to forward the information to you in the WhatsApp group. And I'm going to also send the activity in the WhatsApp group, right? I can't, Rafaela, David, I can't explain last week work now. That wasn't homework, it was notes, and that was a whole 4 sessions of explaining to do. On Thursday, we will have a half an hour where we'll just mark work. So you'll have 3 sets of work from me. You will have the equivalent sentence, the synonyms, and now you will have 8 sentences for construction shift. So I'll send the instruction clearly in the group for the construction shift as well. So thank you very much for joining, and I'll meet with you on Thursday to mark your work, okay?